We are swag surfing at Neville Arena, where the top-ranked Oklahoma Sooners have a commanding lead heading to the fourth and final rotation. Auburn getting ready to do what they do on floor. And with a young roster, Auburn has seen a lot of routines from freshmen and sophomores, but that youth has brought new energy, especially from the freshmen.
We just have a fire this year. I think the past 2 seasons didn't end the way we wanted them to end, and so this year we just made that decision that it's going to be different.
Our whole team's on a mission to do some really great things. Our theme for this year is Transformers. This is the team as a whole to transform into a new team.
The young people came in ready to go.
The freshmen have really stepped up, and they're very hungry to get into lineups.
Bringing in our freshmen and our transfers, I've seen a lot of competition.
I think they also bring a different perspective. They haven't been here the last 2 years.
We've had those disappointing outcomes, but the freshmen and transfers haven't experienced that, so they're ready to win.
They are ready to win indeed, and that is Sophia Bell, one of those freshmen, and they won last week in a huge fashion, winning in Tuscaloosa. And there's another one of those freshmen, Kiko Jong, unfortunately not competing tonight after a practice injury. But you see, look at that, Toy, 24% from freshmen, 30%, more than half the routines from underclassmen for Auburn.
And that is such a big deal, having a younger team doing so well. Graba said they may or may not be one of the youngest teams in the country, and people's expectations are below Auburn standards, and that they're creating their own standards.
He said about those freshmen, sometimes experienced teams can limit themselves, and that's not a problem with this young Auburn team. They're not concerned about that. He said, ignorance is bliss. And how about a senior, Olivia Hollingsworth? A season-ending injury, but you see she is right in the middle of the action, still providing leadership and cheering on her teammates in every event.
She's not physically capable, but she's tapped in otherwise.
And Olivia will stay here on the Plains and attend the VCOM College of Medicine. A future doctor, so Olivia Hollingsworth, a bright past and a bright future here on the Plains of Auburn. We're back with rotation number 4 on the balance beam. Lily Peterson and the top-ranked Oklahoma Sooners, and on the floor, Gabby McLaughlin and the Auburn Tigers coming up next. Welcome back to Friday Night Heights from Neville Arena in Auburn, Alabama. The 11th ranked Auburn Tigers and the top ranked Oklahoma Sooners head to the final rotation. Oklahoma will be on beam, Auburn on floor. And Toy, we talked about that freshman group as you look at Coach KJ Kindler in her 19th season at Oklahoma. Jeff Graba said they came in hungry, the freshmen and the sophomores willing to do anything they could to get this team where they needed to go. They're the guts of the team, and yet they still needed, obviously, that leadership and the direction from people like Gabby McLaughlin, Olivia Hollingsworth, and Sophia Groth, teaching them what a Tuesday practice looks like and how Thursday has to still be a challenging day even before a meet.
First up on me for Oklahoma, Audrey Davis.
Audrey Davis getting some final instructions. It's Davis, Fada, Peterson, Bowers, Wells, and Torres for the Sooners. And meanwhile, you look at Auburn's floor lineup of Zoyce and Zancan, Bell, Greaves, McLaughlin, and Groth. 9-8-9 for Audrey on B.
Cool way to mount the beam there. I always found it difficult to end the meet on what would be described as the most difficult event. in gymnastics, but I don't suspect Oklahoma will have any trouble here.
And that's the challenge of being the visiting team, is that you do end on beam.
And so far, absolutely no trouble from Davis. Calm as a cucumber here. Nearly perfect performance. No major errors here so far. Very solid. Last skill, here's the dismount. Looking for a stuck landing. Round off, 1.5, double twist. Hard to do, and sticks that landing. Excellent performance, great lead off.
Well done, Audrey Davis. Oklahoma looking every bit like the #1 team in the country tonight. And now we go to floor for Auburn. And I can guarantee you, Toy, that Auburn is the only team in the country whose first floor gymnasts' last names both start with Z. Zoyce and Zancan. And Sarah had an excellent routine earlier tonight. And here she is again. 9.875 she scored on the balance beam.
She's exhibitioned this event before, but never been in the lineup. Beautiful first pass, front handspring, front double, E-level skill. Using a little bit of cushion on that landing. Gearing up for the second pass here. Front through to 2.5 twist. Nails that landing.
A great start for Sarah Zoyce and the Auburn Tigers on floor.
Let's take another look at that last pass. It's a front through, front tuck to round up back handspring, 2.5 twist, and just absolutely nails it. Well done.
We'll await the score after a fabulous routine in the leadoff position for Sarah Zoyce. Audrey Davis for Oklahoma scored a 9.825 to lead it off on beam, and here's Addison Fada with her average of 9.88.
Coaches will tell their athletes, treat beam like floor. Tumble on the beam like you tumble on floor. Don't be timid, be aggressive.
Easier said than done with it only being 4 inches wide.
And 4 feet off the ground. But if you are an exceptional athlete, like these girls, it is no problem for you.
And that's what KJ Kindler said. Some of the best athletes you can see in any sport are collegiate gymnasts.
Switch leg lead. Just split jump. Nice 180 there. Dancing right on out. Last thing here is the dismount. Back handspring step up to a gainer full off the side of the beam. And I saw a little bit of a shuffle in that left foot, but really nice performance. Did exactly what that second position should do. We'll take another look at that dismount. A little bit of a shuffle of the feet, but no major deductions otherwise.
Addison Feda following up Audrey Davis, who scored a 9.825. And what are we looking for on floor, Toy?
Difficulty. We're looking for those E-level skills. Those are some of the hardest that you can perform on floor. Presentation, of course, and landings.
Sarah Zoyce earned a 9.825. Here is Paige Zancan.
And on these landings, these gymnasts are okay to take that step out. That will not be deducted like you saw there.
Paige has an older brother named Tony, who 3 years older, came to Auburn to study aviation. So she came down and moved him in, fell in love with Auburn. Injured during her junior year of high school. It cost her some recruiting opportunities. But her coaches called Jeff Graba and said, hey, she's come rounding back into form. He offered her a roster spot. She said it was one of the top 5 days of her life. Delighted to be here on the plains. You can see it in her floor routine.
Nice leap series there. She's definitely having a good time out on floor. That is what the judges are looking for in addition to great tumbling. Notice a double tuck there. Larger step back on that landing there. Would have liked to see a little bit more control in that landing, but solid performance.
For Paige Zancan. Number 2 in the Auburn floor lineup. And there's Lily Peterson after Addison Feda earned a 9.9 in that second beam spot. And that is Lily's average.
Loving these mounts from OU on beam. Full turn here. Nicely done. Love that she kicked out. Showed a lot of control there. Here's the acro series here. Back here to a step out to a layout step out. Right on top of the beam. She looks so confident up there. Pitch kick to a switch side. Side summy. Different than a side aerial. That was her single skill. Every athlete's required to have a single skill on beam. Last thing's the dismount. Pretty perfect performance. And with that stuck dismount, still pretty perfect performance.
You see why she averages better than a 9.9. Fabulous Lily Peterson beam routine.
She is so confident up on beam. Take another look at that dismount. Round off, double twist, sticks that landing. I mean, I did not see very many deductions there, so I'm very excited to see that score.
For your Auburn Tigers, let's hear it for Sophia Bell.
Sophia Bell, one of the fine freshmen for the Auburn Tigers. After Paige Zancan scored a 9.8.
Just like Vault, she is dynamic on this event. Huge first pass. Love that open tuck position. Having some fun with the dance. Nice jump series there. 3 elements. The facial expressions, Jeff. I'm loving those. Moving to the second pass here. huge double pike. Does that college finish with the head back. Nicely done. That was a huge double pike. Would venture to say that she could do more than that. She was sky high. Take another look at it. So high up in the air, so much power coming out of that. Might be a tenth or two on that landing.
Sophia Bell quickly becoming a Neville Arena fan favorite on floor, and you see why. Over to Jordan Bowers on beam after back-to-back 9-9s by Peterson and Feda. Looking for her fourth 9-9 or better to perhaps cement the all-around title tonight.
Looking for another 9-9 here to match all the other events. Nice full turn. Series back handspring, someone to lay on step out. Beautifully done. Right on top of the beam, moves right on out into her dance.
Jordan has earned perfect scores in her career on vault, bars, and floor. Beam is the only thing preventing her from the gym slam if she can earn a 10 at some point this season.
Here's the dismount. Round off. Double. Whoa! Wow, 6 that landing. And that is so difficult to do. A double twist in the air and to be able to find your feet and just ease right into that landing.
And you see why she is the favorite to win the all-around tonight.
Beautiful acro series there. And the dismount, like I mentioned, so hard to do. Double twist. And just sees the ground and eases right into it.
Here's Olivia Greaves. Number 4 on the 4 lineup for Auburn. Auburn has scored 9-8 or better in the first 3 gymnasts. See if they can bump it up even higher.
Double tuck. Nicely done.
Olivia had multiple knee surgeries that delayed her Auburn gymnastics career, but she has made a fabulous comeback.
That just shows you how strong these athletes really are. I would say, Jeff, that gymnasts are some of the strongest athletes in the world.
No argument here.
Second pass here. Double pike. A little bit short on that. I'm just being picky. Does take that step forward. Really pretty leap series though from Greaves. Nicely done. Little deductions here and there, but all around a solid performance.
For Olivia Greaves, congratulating her teammates, receiving congratulations from her teammates. And you see the Jordan Bowers score. How about a 9.95 on beam? So
Very
Jordan,
impressive.
Next up on me, Kira Wells.
Kira Wells can cut loose here. The 4 scores ahead of her, you see, are 9.825 and then a couple of 9.9s and a 9.95. So she can compete relaxed.
Hoping to get above that 9.825. A little bit of a balance check there. Needs to recover. errors at the beginning of the routine because you have the rest of the routine to go and you want to be able to stay in the zone, regroup and recuperate. Acro series here, back handspring step out, layout step out. Nicely done. Dismount here. Round off 1.5. Looks like that was a stick there.
So good finish for Kira Wells.
That small balance check in the middle of the routine there. It'll be a couple tenths. Interested to see if she'll get above that 9.825 from Davis.
KJ's coaching her up.
Definitely correcting that error she had.
Olivia Greaves scored a 9.85, Auburn's highest floor score to this point. And here's Gabby McLaughlin. After the 9.925 on beam, Gabby, who choreographed her routine and many of her teammates, ready to show her floor skills.
Just a casual walk into that first pass there. That was her double acro. She is such a great performer on floor. Beautiful leap series. Really showing that 180 degrees. AU. Gearing up for the second pass here. Double pike. No problem there. Head back. College finish.
Big celebration from Gabby.
I'd say she's pretty excited about that.
She was great on beam. She was just as outstanding on floor.
Last pass, double pike. Big double pike, just a little bit squatty in that landing, but that did not faze her. She is so excited. Should see a good score from her.
Speaking of good scores, we talked about Kira Wells receiving some coaching after her beam routine. She still scored a 9.9. Here's Faith Torres to anchor on beam for Oklahoma.
A little bit of a balance check there. That was a side aerial to an immediate back layout step out. That will serve as her acro series.
It will take a 9.925 for her to defeat her teammate Jordan Bowers and win the all-around.
Beautiful straddle jump.
Oklahoma has gone 9.9 or better 4 gymnasts in a row.
Wow. Love how fluid these OU gymnasts are on beam too. No breaks in between skills. Just moving right in and out of every skill they do. Take another look at that dismount. Beautiful set to that full. She just sticks that landing.
With the all-around on the line, we await the judges' scores for Faith Torres. And now the final floor routine in the lineup for Auburn. After Gabby McLaughlin scored a 9.875, here is Sophia Groth, AKA the Dancing Queen.
reflexes in gymnastics. Almost out of bounds there, but she saved it. And she will be doing 3 tumbling passes. Recently in NCAA, we've been seeing 2 pass routines. So obviously more difficult when you add another. Front handspring 1.5. And kisses to the audience.
For Sophia Grove.
Look at that. First pass, E-level skill there. Excited about that one.
And it's a game of inches.
The second pass to her, double acro. She's so close. Look at those toes. Right on the line, but she doesn't go out.
Exhibition on beam for Oklahoma.
This exhibition routine is in a really tough spot. She's the last performer of the night. So super important she stays in her bubble, stays focused, even though the skill obviously will not count. Nice acro series there.
It's a huge 49.5 on Oklahoma for beam for Oklahoma. With Torres getting a 9.85. 9.875 for Sophia Grove.
Dismount here. A little bit stutter steps there on the landing, but I can see her getting her way into the lineup sooner than later.
Ava Siegfeld.
Last up for your Auburn Tigers tonight in an exhibition on the floor, Olivia Ahern.
Olivia Ahern for the Auburn Tigers doing an exhibition. You see Kiko Jean behind her there in the scooter.
For these exhibition routines, this will be some of the last times that they can perform if they don't make it into the lineup. Heading into postseason, lineups are more secure. Exhibition routines are not allowed.
So Auburn wanted that 197 tonight. They came close with the 196.9. Oklahoma also super close to a 198, but right in their consistent range with a 197.925.
Double acro, twisting skills back to back. Dances right on out of it to avoid any missteps. She should definitely be proud of that routine. Might see her in the lineup sooner than later.
We'll take a break. We'll come back to wrap it up from Neville Arena, where the top-ranked Oklahoma Sooners have had a huge victory tonight.
Just does it so well. It's top-notch excellence every single time.
Big time gymnastics here.
That was amazing.
There's no resting in the SEC.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
197.925 for the Oklahoma Sooners, third highest road score of the night. So this will bump up that NQS even higher, Toy.
Yeah, that's right. It's also really, really impressive gymnastics tonight. I'm, for one, just excited to be a part of it. Bowers, I mean, just incredible. She did exactly what she sought to do. 9-9 routines, one after the other. I'm just so impressed by her.
They looked every bit like the #1 team in the country. Jordan Bowers, you mentioned Toy, fabulous in winning the all-around tonight.
Just knockout performances, one after the other. She is such an elegant performer. Again, I'm so impressed by her, but really expected nothing less. Major tumbling skills, major sticks, and again, those are the things that is going to carry you to the top at this point in the season.
Event winners tonight. On vault, Elle Miller with a 9.975, faced Torres on bars, Jordan Bowers on beam, and Torres on floor. So, Toy, that tells you just how deep this Oklahoma team is to have 3 separate event winners.
And we said it at the top of the show. They have exhibition routines that are beating the scores that are in the lineup. So yes, it does show just how deep these routines go and how many excellent performers they have.
And meantime, the Auburn Tigers, they had a lot of adversity this week, competing without Kiko Jean tonight, and still delivering a solid 196.9.
The Oklahoma Sooner.
They had a major, major confidence boost, Auburn did. After last meet, like you said, it's been a little bit of an up and down for them throughout the season, but slow and steady wins the race, and it's the postseason that's going to matter the most.
So, for Toy Garcia, I am Jeff Shear saying so long from Auburn, Alabama. Our final score is 197.925 for Oklahoma to 196.9 for the Auburn Tigers. Join us for our next broadcast when the 11th-ranked Auburn Tigers head to the Hearn Center to face the 8th-ranked Missouri Tigers Sunday, March 9th at 1 Eastern, noon Central on SEC Network. To watch this meet and others in their entirety, head to watchespn.com or the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN. Good night, everybody.